Hey, all you YouTubers. I want to thank you for coming by and stopping by my channel. This is Dave Menzel coming to you from the beautiful city of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the Great North, eh? And again, I'd like to thank you for spending your time with me. Time is valuable and I appreciate it. Um, this channel, just to give you a little heads up, is all about abundance mindset and living a lifestyle of abundance and just having that course through your veins and living full of life and manifestation, manifesting your dreams. So, I mean, you've probably seen a lot of videos about that. And you're saying, Dave, who are you? And why am I listening to you? What can you tell me? I mean, there's a lot more videos out there these days. There's a plethora of them, actually. And I listen to a lot of them myself. But I discovered something that's a little bit different, and it's helped me tremendously. I've had tremendous challenges in my life, really difficult, heart-wrenching, um, soul-crushing uh, things in my life that were really hard to come back from. But I was able to, and it was all about changing my mindset. Now, there's various forms of doing that, and there's so much out there. And a lot of people talk about visualization, affirmations, meditation, which I do. Meditating is awesome. But what I found through all these different modalities is that it requires dedication, commitment, and time, right? I mean, we're all busy, especially if you have family, kids, and working a full-time job, and you want to really get up an hour earlier in the morning or a half hour earlier in the morning to meditate, which I do. But for some people, that's, I'd rather get the extra half hour of sleep. Affirmations. I mean, yes, there is a lot of validity to it, and it does help. But if you're down on your luck and you don't have a dime to your name and you're living in a squalor, I mean, how long can you go, with affirmations and visual and having pictures and vision boards before you just give up? I mean, are the one percenters like Wesley Virgin? If you don't know who he is, just Google him. Who just did that and created a lifestyle for himself. He's a millionaire, multimillionaire, or soon to be billionaire. But it's a very small percentage of the population that can do that on a continuous basis. Fake it till you make it. Some people will do it for a day, a few days, a week, month, a few months. But would you do it continuously for a year when you're still looking at, I don't know, not necessarily shambles, but when your world's crashing around you, it's extremely difficult. What if there was an easier way? What if there was a way that doesn't require any extra time, doesn't require for you to schedule it in your day. It's just listening to recordings. This is something that I've discovered a number of years ago and has really helped me tremendously. And the gentleman who engineered and created this program, his name is Maury Zelkovich. Excuse me, Maury Zelkovich. And what he is, he's a world-leading brain entrainment engineer. And if you don't know what brain entrainment is, it's it's engineering sound waves, basically. I mean, our brain is designed to it gives off sound waves, right? Or it connects with sound waves. Our neurons fire, but there's different states of our brain, right? Maybe you've come across this before. There's the theta, there's data, there's alpha, but theta is really the state that we want to be in to reprogram our subconscious mind, and it can be done just by listening. you imagine listening your way to your life of your dreams? It is possible, let me tell you. I've discovered Maury's programs several years ago. I stumbled across it online, and he's not someone you're going to see blasted on making commercials on YouTube. He's just not out there like that. I mean, he's the real deal. He actually lives not too far from me. I've spoken to him several times over the phone, and he is a humble individual. So let me just tell you a little about that. I mean, if you want to get straight to it, you can click on the link below, subconsciousreset.com. The link is there. And it'll take you right to his programs. It tells you all about it, gets more into the science of it. I'm not much of a scientist, so maybe I didn't explain it so well. But really, the main idea is that our subconscious is the key to everything, and I'm sure a lot of you know that already, but maybe you don't. And I love the analogy of an iceberg, where the tip of the iceberg, the expression, the tip of the iceberg, is because 10% of the iceberg is what you see above water. 90% is below water. And our subconscious and our conscious mind is kind of the same. We only, connect with our conscious mind, or we only understand our conscious mind, or we only interact with our conscious mind on an active basis, or a knowing basis, but that's only 10% of our mindset. 90% is our subconscious, and our subconscious is what controls us. I think a lot of us know that. But what if you can reprogram your subconscious by just listening to audios before you go to sleep at night? I mean, or even while you're doing some work, there's different types of audios. It's for every area of your life. And really what it does is it deprograms you from your old thinking, and it reprograms you. So the engineering part of it is that it kind of gets your brainwaves in sync to be in the optimum mode to receive information. And with that, then the affirmations are layered on top of that. If that sounds intriguing to you, I encourage you to click the link below. And if you haven't already, please smash the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up and a like. And please share this with anyone you think can find it valuable. So I'll just tell you my story with using Maury's programs. I mentioned crazy challenges, insane challenges that I've been through. We all have our challenges in life, and without going through all of them, because I think I've had enough horror stories for 10 lifetimes. A lot of personal tragedies, but I've overcome them. But the challenging one that was just gut-wrenching was in my 40s, family of 4 kids. We had a family business that literally overnight burnt down to the ground. Literally burnt. We had a fire. We lost everything, and never really came back from that. Like say, hey, Dave, what about the insurance? Well, yeah, I don't know if you know insurance companies, but there's a big fight there, and it took a long time. But in any case, from one day to the next, there was no business and there was no income. Scary thought when you're in your 40s and you have a family to feed. But I started a new career. I don't want to get too long into it, but my point of all this is that I started a new career, and it was in recruiting, actually, a completely different profession from what I was doing. We were in the food business. Started making, really literally nothing for the first year. It was commission based. I stuck it out. Second year, I think it was around the third year that I stumbled across Maury's recordings, and how to reprogram your mind for success and for relationships and for just overall well-being and an abundance mindset. And I would say, like, within about a month or so of listening to his these audios, another job opportunity just kind of came into my lap. A recruiter reached out to me to recruit the recruiter. How's that? And it was for a higher salary. I think I increased my income about 50%. And at that time, I still didn't really wasn't a solid connection that, I was listening to these audios and this happened, because I wasn't that regular with it. But I think about 6 months later into that position, I kind of, just refocused myself and made a commitment to just, listening. What's the big deal? I tried affirmations and I've done them and I still do them. And meditations are awesome. And the visual boards and all that stuff. But it kind of just wears off after a while when you don't see results, right? So I made a commitment to listening to these. I said, I'm going to sleep anyway. I'm lying down anyway. I'll just, put the earbuds in and listen. Doesn't really require any time commitment or effort. And I started listening religiously. And within a couple of months, another opportunity I was approached with, which was, again, another better opportunity, and increased my salary again by I think about another 50%. I know I'm going on here, I'm getting into detail, but I'm trying to impress upon you how it is possible to reprogram your subconscious mind by just listening to these audios. And yeah, you might find some stuff out there. There's not a lot about it. I mean, Dr. Bruce Lipton talks about it. Maybe you've seen some of his videos on YouTube, but it doesn't really get into the technique, or he talks about the technique, but how do you get these audios, or who made these audios? And Maury has been doing this for 20 years. And it actually, if you go to the website, subconsciousreset.com, he talks about his history and how he battled with depression for many years when he was younger. And he discovered brain entrainment, and he studied it. I think top person in the world. And he's actually sought after by some of the biggest corporations in North America. Long story short, another opportunity came to me, and with this other opportunity, I crushed it. Really, really knocked home run after home run. I was promoted to senior management, and I really broke company records, sales records, and in the recruiting profession, and the placements and the revenue that are generated for the organization. And this is also, and then beyond that, it gave me the courage and confidence to go on my own, to be an independent consultant. So my point of all this is that, a lot of these videos that you see out there, of manifestation and abundance, and they're all great, but they're usually from people who are, in that field. And, this is what they do. And maybe one day it is what I'll do. I think I can, help a lot of people, be an abundance coach. And actually, I think I named my channel that. But I wanted to press upon you that, I was, the average Joe, or the average Dave, if you will, slugging it out there using these methods, so that can help you in any career. And you're just hearing it from not a foo-foo way out there, someone sitting on the top of a mountain and yodeling or whatever. I'm kidding, but you get the point. I do want to say everything is from God. I'm a religious person. Obviously, I'm a huge believer. I'm a religious person, and every gift in the world is from God, and everything is from God. But that being said, there's a saying by our old sages, is that God helps those who help themselves. So you have to do whatever you can to receive the gifts and the bounty that God has for you, if you want to call it the universe or the higher source or whatever it is that you connect with. And having the proper mindset puts you in the vicinity to receive all those gifts. And I'm not a millionaire yet, and really it's not about the millions. It's not about having the Lambo and having the 3 vacation properties. That's beautiful. There's nothing wrong with it. And, if I had the millions, I probably would want some of that too. But really, it's about your lifestyle and feeling happy and feeling good, and and everything else will fall into place. And also, one thing I wanted to add was that people think they're searching, and especially through COVID and all that, it gave everyone pause for thought, and but everyone's like, if I had this and if I had that, if I get there, and if these are my goals, and once I accomplish those goals, my life is complete. I can die and go to heaven, so to speak. But I'm here to tell you, it's a journey, and it's a lifelong journey. And when you get to a certain goal, and when you achieve certain things, and your your aspirations will change, and it's all about giving back and helping others and being a contributor to society. So again, if you haven't, smash the subscribe button, give me a big likes, share with whoever you think can benefit from this information, and click on that link. I'm telling you, it can change your life. Click on that link. Yeah, that one down there, subconsciousreset.com. And if you want to leave a comment, I'd be happy to share more with you. All the best. God bless, and thank you for your time.